Hello everyone and welcome to Scot-Free, a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition podcast featuring today a bit of a special episode actually. We've got Dot and Bub here. How you doing?
Hi friends. You asked for this. Not really. They didn't. We did it to you.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Ready for this.
Yeah, me too. This was actually it was a surprise to us. In fact, it was a brainchild. We thought we were gonna have to take another week off, and Bub and I were both available. And the question was, how many shenanigans can we possibly get into?
All of them.
So many.
We've got some fun ideas for this one. It was a freak internet accident threw off everyone's schedules, and now that means that you all get an extra episode of Scot-Free before the finale.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry. I have a feeling people are going to enjoy it.
Yeah, we said 4 episodes. This could be considered 3.5 or 4.
Yeah.
And an extra finale. However you want to look at it.
Just the little cherry on top is what we're giving you today.
You mean the candy on top?
Are you sprinkles or are you like gummies?
I'm candy. I would be the most perfect piece of pink bubblegum hard candy ever.
Oh, God.
Or cotton candy. I would have to be cotton candy.
Well, if you are someone who is into extra bits and bobs on top, then you can hop over to patreon.com/podbynight, where you can get access to the community game. You can get access to DMs notes, character sheets, all of that good stuff, any extra stuff behind the scenes after shows. You want to know what we think when we hop off this call and we're like, oh my God, the RP. What happened here? What were you thinking? All of that. We do that. That's the stuff you get behind the scenes. So please support us and help us as we go into more shows, plural, in the near future.
It's true. That's going to happen. All because of you. We blame you again, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Deviants, the whole lot of them.
The whole lot of them.
You have my gratitude.
Yeah. We appreciate it.
Well, in that case, I think it's time to set the scene, rein things in, and see what our Anarchs are up to. This evening has not gone well. Sitting in a car outside of a hangar are 2 people probably not talking to each other. So as the silence permeates that cabin, the screen goes all wibbly and we return to many years prior. JR.
Yes.
You're a cool cat about town.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. The Hurricane, a well-respected Anarch, has asked you to do your first job for him. And he is interested in learning about a certain Rocky Luciano. That's Mr. Luciano to everyone else. But you are here outside of Magadon Pharmaceuticals Incorporated talking to a source of yours, trying to figure out what's up with this guy.
All right, so what's the deal? What sets Rocky apart from everybody else? Why's Bobby got me looking on this guy?
Obviously his accountings must be properly skewed. Honestly, I am incredibly surprised the feds have not picked him up yet.
Okay, I mean that's a bit presumptuous. Maybe he's paying the right people off. You know, I mean those with money tend to grease some palms, get some gears turning.
Oh well, he's definitely greasing some palms. We've had a few of our people turncoat for him, work for his air quotes business.
Well, just cut the bullshit. What are you suggesting? Be on the straight with me here.
He's the Al Capone.
Capone.
He's the head honcho. I'm not sure whether like he's one of the lieutenants or whether he is the tippity top, but like over the last few years he's been slipping. We've managed to really edge in on some of his stuff. So like if he is at the top of the game, I don't know, there's got to be something special about him keeping him there. It's too high profile.
Josh, is he a kindred or a kind?
This guy's human. Human mortal, specifically.
Gotcha. I kind of size him up and down, like lower the glasses, peer over the rims. You one of them fucking flat earthers?
I'm a scientist.
A lot of flat earthers claim to be scientists as well, but they're abso-fucking-lutely science illiterate.
Fuck you, man. Have you seen some of the experiments they've done? Like,
Well, this is yes or no. Are you a flat earther or not?
No. I'm just saying I know the science, and it's impossible that this world can be a sphere because otherwise, like, can you imagine the fucking chaos, things dropping off all the time? It's
Flat earthers are the fucking worst. Listen, I need a lead more than your this feeling you got in your scrote right now, more than this guy's got. He's got money. So can you give me anything here? I get it. When you said that he's on the edge now, it totally makes sense. I get it.
Yeah. The edge, like the frosty bit.
I don't want to hear it. This is the same shit all the time.
Look, man, if you don't want to hear the truth, go talk to his goddamn daughter. And he points like out the entry hall to like this small, very nicely paved and like trees and fancy and everything. Just outside the steps to the building, there's a woman with a plaque holding up a sign covered in glitter. I think she's trying to take us down or something for something or other we done. I don't know what she's on about, but
look, dude, you already admitted to being a flat earther, and I remember shit. Okay, you know what I found with all other flat earthers? They've all got super weird dicks, and I bet you're one of them. So you can take your fucking lizard people and be on. And he walks down the hall.
You're not getting anything out of me again. Hope Luciano strings you up.
As he's walking, he's just like flipping you off over his shoulder. And I walk outside.
Candy is holding a sign that says, "Small and cute, we give a hoot." And she's like, "Small and cute, we give a hoot." And she says it over and over again. She's out there with like a pink Prada handbag. There's a small dog peeping out of it. She's not dressed to be picketing in the middle of the night.
Does she look tired, maybe exhausted?
She is sipping probably like a pumpkin spice iced latte. She looks like she cares and she means it. I don't know if she looks tired or not. She would say she never looks tired.
Okay. Small and cute, we give a hoot. So I'm gonna guess, especially with a dog in bag outside of a pharmaceutical company, I'm going to reach down in my depths here and just assume that it's an animal rights protest.
With just Candy. Yeah, that seems appropriate. Maybe even from the small illustration of the cartoon dog on the poster that's also been glittered. Yeah.
I kind of want to watch a scene, but I want to dial up and phone in. Can I phone in like a pizza? Just like I want to order a vegan pizza right to this corner.
She's trying to stop people.
Very
She's like,
easily.
excuse me, sir. I'm asking people to like sign this petition against this here company. Did you know that they are experimenting on small dogs?
I'll make sure to say on the phone, it's like, get it here in less than 10, and I'll tip you twice over.
All I need is for you to like just sign right here to say that you care and give a hoot.
I'm assuming that is it just like a random passerby, or is this me at this point?
Yeah, she's stopping people on the street. She goes like, please, just like listen. Who's speaking up for the small creatures who can't like speak up for themselves?
Just want to listen for a minute, let a little bit of time lapse, kind of see how sincere she is on this before I make my way over.
Let's see how convincing you are. That's just a quick.
I can let me tell you. I've got a specialization in performance, in pageantry specifically.
Oh, then yes, that's what you'll need.
Okay. I technically have more points in persuasion, but I just like the idea that it's a bit performative.
Hypothetically speaking, on the street corner here, is there anyone that might look like they're a 20-something, maybe a group of guys?
Yeah, you see them kind of approaching in a pair. That is 4 successes. I think you scare away a lot of people.
Ma'am, like, you know what? Nobody even likes you anyways. Your shoes are last season. I don't even want you to sign this petition.
I'll approach this group of guys that are kind of nearing, and whomever is like assuming the role of leader in the group, or the person that's kind of leading the pack. I want to say, yo, you got a second?
Yeah, what's up, dude?
You see that girl over there, that lady, the one with the sign?
Yeah.
I will give you $200 right now if you and your group walk over and just annoy her, piss her off, tell her to fuck off, and when I come over, you take my shit for just a second and then you bounce.
Is this a play?
Yeah, it is.
They look between each other.
Open the wallet, $200. Drinks on me tonight. Easy.
Money first.
All right, but don't fuck this up.
Okay.
I'll hand him the $200.
Three dudes come over to you, Candy. Oh yeah, we give so many hoots.
Okay, if you would like to show your support of hooting, please sign here and date it, and make sure that if you're okay with us maybe reaching out with more information about how you can save the cute hoots today, you make sure to put both an email address and a phone number.
Is this about owls?
They may be experimenting on owls. They are cute and small.
No, they're ugly. Owls are ugly.
That may be true, but it doesn't make them any less defenseless against the harms of large-scale pharmaceutical companies like this one right here.
But like, where'd you get your makeup from, huh?
I buy all my make-in completely 100% vegan.
Vegan? Made out of vegetables?
No harm to animals. No, most of it's actually soy-based. So I guess that is technically a vegetable if you like to eat edamame.
We're starting a new petition. Anyone want to sign up to save the soybeans? Anyone want to sign up to save the soybeans?
I'm going to start making my way over at this point, just kind of like walking in that direction, just to hear how far this is going to go.
I'm going to tell you, as somebody that does this every night, you're really going to want to get yourself a sign and some glitter before anybody actually believes that you care about the soybeans.
No, we've got a great way of doing this. Okay, excuse me, ma'am. High five, save the soybeans. High five, save the soybeans.
So I don't mean to continue to correct you, but in a court of law, if you are going to properly petition, they do not count high fives as quality petitioning material. Take it from somebody who once tried to do it, not with high fives, but with something else.
But we're starting small here. If we get rid of you, then like there's like so many soybeans that will have been saved, and then we can continue to like have all of the cute pets, get like.
So I know you think this is really cute, but I'm about to show you something, okay?
Yeah, go on then. Go on.
I bet you I can save more soybeans than you in 30 seconds.
Yeah, go on then.
Candy steps up, hikes her skirt just a little taller, pulls her knee socks up just a little bit more, hits kind of a pose near the edge of the sidewalk, and she goes, free kisses if you sign up to save the soybeans. Free kisses if you sign up to save the soybeans.
High fives to save the soybeans.
Jared will walk up at this point, and he's been listening to this and not quite ignoring with the original cause here, right? The fuck are you guys doing?
What do you mean we're doing? We're saving the soybeans.
You totally
She's anti-soy. She eats soybeans. She's cruel. She's mean.
You're taking away from the original point. You look, lady. You're trying to save the animals, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well they're trying to counter your point here.
But they're not doing a very good job.
No, that's because they're fucking shysters. All right.
I don't know it.
Yeah, look, guys, step the fuck off. Go on. Go on. I'll fucking phone up the police. Okay. She's. I'm guessing you're within legal standards.
Oh, hey, can we maybe like not call the coppers? That'd be cool.
You're legally protesting, right?
If we could maybe like not call the coppers, that would be cool. You know what? If you're interested in helping the animals, I still have one spot left on my sign-up form for tonight. You're welcome to put your name and information down. I already got these suckers to do it.
Oh, okay. Where's the rest of your protest squad?
Well, they were like too tired to come out today or whatever. So it's just me. Oh, and of course, my helper points to the dog.
Oh, all right. Okay, sure. Where do I sign up? And as like Candy turns around to grab the sign or whatever, I like shoo the guys on.
They kind of get bored and they're like, don't eat too many soybeans. And they leave.
I told you.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. It's like both the beginning and end of my day, and I've been told a lot by a lot of men today, so what do you mean?
They're just trying to counter your point here. They're trying to go against your stance. I'm gonna guess that they probably said something negative about animals. Maybe they even talked about...
Yeah, they called owls ugly, which feels very unfair because the owls technically cannot stand up for themselves, and they were like born that way. Who are you to like judge owls and their beauty?
I mean, I think owls are kind of cute.
they could like be cute in a weird, creepy sort of way, but
Yeah.
you know, like all small critters are cute, right? And they don't deserve to be experimented upon or like used for the fashion industry or worse, like this place.
I know. I've heard a lot of this what this is Magadon, right?
That's what the sign says.
I've heard a lot of real shady things about Magadon.
Yeah. There.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Look, how much longer are you going? I'll stand out here with you.
You hold the sign?
Yeah, I'll sign up too.
Well, technically, I ran out of sign-up spots.
Well,
So, like, until I either, like, go print another one or, like, come back tomorrow, I guess I'm kind of, like, done for the day. Job well done, Candy.
are you hungry at all?
That's a complicated question.
Okay, well, how do you feel about...
But I like iced coffee.
Sure. How do you feel about vegan pizza?
There's, like, only one vegan pizza place around here, and, like, nobody knows about it.
Yeah, I know. I've got one on the way, actually.
Okay, if you're buying vegan pizza, okay, and you give your signature, all right, fine. This is not a date.
Well, I didn't say that.
Nor is it a proper hangout because, like, I'm not prepared.
I don't even know your name yet.
Okay, I'm Candy. Candy.
Candy, that's cute. That's cute. I'm JR.
I mean, I guess it's cute. It's really more like a statement about who I am.
This is when a vegan pizza scooter arrives. And there's a guy awkwardly looking around.
Oh, and look, it's all electric powered, so it's good on the environment.
Yeah, EV scooter's the way to go.
Wow, I've never like heard of this place before.
Let's walk and talk.
Did you already order pizza? I'm very confused.
I just got out of, like, I was in the gym just down the street, and I was walking by and I was really hungry, and I was watching this, and some people just have a statement to make, and I wanted to see what you were all about, so I ordered some pizza. I was gonna have it delivered here, and
you were gonna have a sit down and watch? Oh my god, a sit in. We should, oh my god.
It's not my first protest.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so like maybe we can share ideas because I'm gonna be really honest with you. I've been doing this a lot lately and it's beginning to get really exhausting. And there's only so many people I can kiss in exchange for signatures.
Well, maybe you don't have to kiss that many people.
Well, it seems to be working at least.
They said if
I get 1,000 signatures, that I could make a statement against the company, but I can't. The judge won't take me like seriously or something.
What if I could get you 1,000 electronic signatures overnight? Would you go on a date with me then?
I need them on this form.
Candy, we live in a very modern time. I'm sure that an electronic signature will be just as valuable.
I let other people use computers for me.
Hey, I'm pretty good at it myself. I've got a whole audience. I do a lot of public speaking stuff.
Okay, so before I let you start like digitally signing stuff or whatever, do you have a name?
Yeah.
Mr. Man who goes to the gym and eats pizza on the sidewalk.
Yeah, it's JR actually. You already have me signed.
Oh,
remember?
that's cute.
Thanks.
Isn't that what you said or whatever?
Thanks.
Okay. Well, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't sit on sidewalks and eat pizza, so like, can we find like a proper table or bench?
Hey, you lead.
Well, I was gonna call my limo.
A limo, and you're just...
Well, how else do you think I get around?
Canyon, you're out here kissing people for signatures, and you have a limo?
Look, just because I choose to use my good looks to help the creatures that are in it capable of helping themselves does not make me a bad person.
I don't think it makes you a bad person. I just think that...
Nor does it make me promiscuous, though I don't entirely understand the full concept of that. Anyways, okay, I'm just gonna call the limo around. And she pulls out like a tiny pink phone with like a charm thing hanging from it, like a poof. And she like boops the limo, which I imagine is just a, you know, not a stretch or anything, basic black car that Dad forces her to be driven around in for safety reasons, no doubt.
In very short order, a fancy black limo pulls up very close, and there's a driver who looks like he could probably kill you by squeezing your head between his fingers. And yeah, he opens the door for Candy and eyes up you, JR.
This is JR. He's bought vegan pizza, and I would like you to take us to the construction site, if you don't mind, so we can like find a place to like chill for a bit.
Yes, ma'am. But his eyes do not leave JR as they scan him.
I'll throw my side bag in, and I'll just leap right in.
Okay, so I'm gonna be really honest with you. So see, Daddy owns this construction site, and it's kind of a little out of the way, but it'll at least be quiet so we can like have a conversation and plot against the large-scale pharmaceutical corporation, without being like heard, or like we can just go back to my place.
Okay.
Well, technically it's Daddy's place, but I live there.
I'm guessing if your dad owns a limo and he owns a construction site, he's probably got a pretty big house then too.
I mean, it's all right, or whatever.
Not a lot of people have construction companies in Chicago. What's a construction company?
Well, that's also a very complicated question.
You seem to be a very complicated girl, Candy.
I am a very complicated girl with a lot of feelings and thoughts and care for the world. So, you know what, JR? I really appreciate you noticing how much effort I've put into being a good person.
I do still think that there is a faster way of getting your signatures with a lot less physical gifting.
I mean, if it works, right? Daddy says sometimes you have to work hard to get the things that you want.
True.
Like the construction site, he worked really hard for a few years to purchase it from another man.
Can I infer anything from this? Like, can I kind of see between the lines here?
I don't think you need to roll for this.
Okay. Sure. Let's. What do you want to go to the construction site, or do you want to go home?
I mean, if we go home, I can at least like sit at one of the bar stools or whatever, but there's gonna be a lot of other people around.
Your father's out tonight. There's not going to be too many people around.
Oh, the house is empty?
Not empty, but you won't be disturbed.
Oh, right. He'll have all his goons around. I mean, his employees around. Okay. Well, really, it's up to you, JR. Daddy won't even be there, so he won't be able to threaten you.
Threaten me. Interesting. Okay, sure. Let's go to the construction site. That seems a little less threatening.
Okay.
And you drive, you probably have to drive like at least 40 minutes, an hour before you get to this construction site on the arse end of town. And it's
definitely a construction site, I imagine.
Yeah. There's a lot of scaffolding, not a lot of work happening because it's midnight, but yeah, there's lots of very scary looking barbed wire coiled around a fence around the perimeter.
Some concrete trucks, probably.
But yeah, it looks like the concrete core of this thing has been started, and if you can climb up an internal staircase and sit on the top and get a pretty good view of a not horrible looking part of Chicago.
I love this spot. I come up here sometimes just to, sit and think while Daddy does business or whatever.
So aside from, doing the petitioning and trying to make sure all the little animals are taken care of and being very, very clearly a daddy's girl, what else do you do, Candy?
Oh, I'm training to take over Daddy's business.
In construction?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, all right. What else is there? What else kicks around in that brain of yours?
Daddy has a few different businesses and does a few different things. Construction's just one of them, But he said, the best way to make money is to like broaden your horizons. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm learning how to business.
I get that. I agree with that, actually. I've been a big fan of broadening my horizons. I speak to a lot of people myself. Yeah.
Do you like...
Are you familiar with like podcasting at all? Do you know about like radio podcasting, broadcasting, stuff like that?
The radio?
Yeah.
Sure. Are you a DJ?
Something like that. I run, you know what? I talk to people online.
Okay, I listen to a fashion podcast.
That's cool. What's it called?
Do's and Don'ts of Fashion.
Gotcha. All right. I'm sure there's a bunch of those. I may have heard of it. I run
Oh, this is the only one that really matters because she is also animal friendly, which means that all of her fashion tips, along with all of her regular fabrics and season suggestions, are pet friendly.
Well, why don't you give me that name and I'll look it up after our meet. I run a cast called Candlelight Cast, and I talk about monsters, creepy things that go bump in the night.
Like a fantasy podcast?
Something like that. Like, I believe in them. I believe in monsters. I believe in werewolves and vampires and Dracula and stuff like that. Aliens.
Okay. JR, up until this point, I thought you were like a really nice guy, but now that you're here like making fun of me or whatever, I'm beginning to feel a little angry. And when I get angry...
Well, what makes you think I'm making fun of you?
Well, like, because that is a good question that like is complicated and I can't answer.
Why? Why can't you answer it?
Well, like, because it could get me in trouble.
A lot of things could get you in trouble, Candy.
Okay. Why do you like monsters? Nobody like wakes up and is like, oh yeah, like today I want to go cuddle a monster. So I'm feeling like I need to start a podcast.
Well, I mean, I've been doing it for a long time. I believed in monsters since I was a kid. And I've always done research and stuff on them because they've always fascinated me. You know, I want to believe. I want to, sort of like, you ever watch X-Files or heard of X-Files?
I watched X Factor.
Not the same. I assure you it's not the same. But it was about like monsters and aliens and stuff like that. And I've always been a bit of a skeptic, right? Like I don't like to like believe in things at first glance, especially when people are like, "Oh yeah, I've seen the Bigfoot and I've seen the Jersey Devil and all that." I'm usually like, "Bullshit, you didn't see it, but I've seen him." What if I told you, Candy, that I'm a vampire?
Like, OMG, it's me, Candy, and I'm like here to tell you, you can go to dieharddice.com and get some of those math rocks that everyone's like so hype about. If you use the code DRACPAT, they'll give you like a discount or whatever. And like Pod by Night gets some of that cash because not everyone has Daddy's Visa Black.
That I'm a vampire.
Wait a second. Wait. Did you bring me up here to eat me? I am so flattered right now.
I really need you to break down and define what you mean by eat you. There's several things that could mean.
Well, it's very clear that you're like struggling a little bit with your vegan pizza. And then you come up here and you're all like, oh my God, I love monsters. So much I started a podcast. And then you're like, but maybe I'm a like vampire. And I was like, oh, whoa, well, that's kind of funny because like, you know, listen, JR, nobody stops.
At this point, you see the lights of a car park next to the one that brought you here.
You expecting some company?
Daddy may be doing business tonight.
You see your father get out of the car with a couple of other pleasant-looking fellows, and they haul something out of the boot.
Yeah.
Oh, Daddy looks so handsome tonight. I picked out that tie. I told him that it would really bring out the color of his eyes.
I know that guy. That's your dad?
Yeah, that's Daddy.
Candy Luciano?
The one and the only. How many candies do you know? Because I'd like to kill her.
This gets more and more interesting by the moment. Candy, you should have said that your father was, well, Mr. Luciano.
Why would I tell you who my dad is?
Well, because I don't really know who Daddy is, and I could, pay proper respects.
JR, do you often ask, like, the chicks you take to the top of towers to possibly eat for dinner? You ask them about their dads?
I generally don't take chicks to tops of towers to eat them.
Well, where else would vampires eat people?
Well, I mean, if I told you, I'd have to kill you.
See, that's funny because technically I'm already dead. Joke's on you, JR.
Where's the joke?
Well, the joke is that you didn't know that I was dead. And I know I look a hot piece of fresh meat for you. But technically somebody already beat you to it a few years ago on prom night, so...
What makes you think that I couldn't tell?
Well, because unlike you, my skin is not icy cold. My cheeks are, like, very flush. And I don't have any, things.
Oh... You're a baby, then.
I resent that statement. I am a fully grown female, and yes, my teeth may be tiny and cute, but it assures that I can walk around and do what I need to, even in daylight. So take that.
I get that. Hey, I support it. You are a strong, independent, thin blood.
I guess. I don't know what that is. I literally just, woke up in a hotel room. A whole other story on prom night, and it was like this, and so I went home and I was like, oh no, I probably should not tell anyone. So Daddy doesn't know, and Daddy cannot know. Do you understand?
I won't say a word, but I think I should probably start by telling you that you lack a lot of information regarding your situation, and I would be willing to help you understand our world a bit more if you were to, by chance, go out on a date with me. Let's say, theoretically, I find it remotely plausible that you are quite attractive, and I would be remiss to not take an opportunity.
Okay, so I'm having very confused feelings right now. Okay, so you stalk me at my protest to buy me vegan pizza and bring me to the top of this tower so we can watch Daddy bury that body?
Oh yeah, there's definitely like a struggling a carpet that carried between several people and like a kind of sound.
It doesn't bother me. And no, I wasn't stalking you. In fact, I had just found you. I didn't realize that you were Rocky Luciano's daughter.
Why does that like change anything?
It changes my approach, but it doesn't change what I think is true. I still think you're attractive. I didn't know that you were immediately like myself. And yeah, I'd still like to take you out on a date.
Well, nobody like knows that, so again, we have to keep that on the DL.
Of course.
Candy is totally just your average, everyday 21-year-old.
Italian petitioner.
Precisely. Okay, so like, as long as nobody knows and we can keep this to ourselves, I will negotiate a date. But I will not talk on your podcast.
Low energy, okay? Like no strings, nothing heavy said. All right, I think you probably got enough heavy going on in your life. You were lining up to be a successful businesswoman. Maybe you just need to have a little fun.
Oh wait, I love this part. Watch. This is where he kills it.
Coming out of the foreman's like makeshift cube office, Luciano appears to be carrying something heavy in one hand, and they put him on a work. The carpet goes on a workbench, and then you hear like a heavy thwack followed by another heavy thwack, and then the wet splat of it falling into concrete.
It sounds like he didn't have any more information for Daddy.
Yeah, I gathered.
Can I ask you a question, JR, since you're being so very forward about, everything?
Shoot.
Do you often go around just like picking up misfit vampires and like waltzing them through life to make it better?
No, in fact, you're the first one that I've talked to that seems to not immediately want to take advantage of me.
Oh, no, I don't take advantage of anyone.
I mean...
What? I don't. Look, okay. I know from this height, it probably looks like Daddy is, a criminal, and that all of his activities are, in fact, like criminal activities. But I remember one time, Daddy sat me down, and he told me, he said, Candy. Actually, he said Candace, because that's my real name. Also on the DL, do not tell anyone. I do not go by Candace.
You got it.
I do what I do, because, the world is built up of systems that, take advantage of people. And the innocent, and some people just aren't fitted to fight them. But he said he was. That instead he uses the system to fight the system.
There's a lot to break down there.
Do what you gotta do to protect the innocent. Which is why I'm standing with a glitter sign out front of a fucking pharmaceutical building that does not even match my fall attire, to beg people for signatures to save the innocent creatures that they are experimenting on.
I don't really know if you're doing a whole lot of begging. The moment that you started offering those sweet kisses, I think that they were sort of luring them in, like a bit of a Pied Piper, wouldn't you say?
Do what you have to do is what I say. So I, I'm just learning the tricks of the trade from Daddy to become a very good and influential businesswoman so that, the Luciano family stays the Luciano family.
Seeing as to how my name was the last to go on that record, I have yet to collect.
JR, you're kind of a tricky fellow. Did you know that?
I've been told
it's
that.
like a slow roll with you.
Yeah.
It's a slight reveal. Like when you meet Candy, you get all candy at once.
Yeah.
When you meet JR, it's you get one stick at a time.
Of course. It's that slow burn. I like that.
All right, fine. You're right. Everybody else got one. You can too. And so Candy leans over and she will plant a hot pink kiss on you because she's wearing hot pink lipstick.
I think at that point you both hear the heavy footsteps of someone coming up the staircase towards you.
as much fun as this has been, I would really suggest you get out of my personal space because I have watched him rip physical limbs off of a man.
I'll scoot over a little bit, but I should be fine.
Okay. I put vegan pizza in my face.
I'll pick up a slice as well and just kind of wait.
Yeah. Her father comes around the corner and is like, "Baby, how
Daddy,
you doing?
Daddy, Dad!" She stands up,
come here.
throws her arms around him, gives him just the biggest hug, plants a hot pink kiss on his cheek.
How was the protest?
Daddy, thanks to the help of this gentleman right here, I was able to put all the signatures on all of the lines and fill the whole clipboard.
Oh, so proud of you.
Now I could go to that judge and say, no, you have to listen to me.
Tips a slice of pizza. Yeah.
Yeah, you do that.
You want some vegan pizza? You should eat vegan pizza. You know, we talked about all that red meat, Daddy. It's not good for your blood sugar. Or your cholesterol or something.
Does it at least have chicken on it?
Yeah, that's what those white soy chunks are.
And he comes over and grabs a piece of pizza and stands next to you, Jay. I was like, so who's this joker?
He's not a joker, Daddy. We talked about calling people names. It is not polite and oftentimes incites fights. So this is JR. He, like I said, he was helping me and then he had vegan pizza and I was like working so hard on the protest. I hadn't eaten all day. So we decided to come up here.
You're helping my daughter.
Yeah. She was out there alone, and there was a group of hecklers that moved in on her, and I kind of pushed them off. It didn't seem right.
You're such a thoughtful man.
Hey, thank you.
You asked for anything yet?
Nope. Just to share like vegan pizza and a quiet place. And I thought, what more quiet place is there than this?
Yeah. It's a real quiet place, JR. So I hope you're a man of your word.
Haven't even expressed my word yet, but that's about all I've got these days. I live light, sir.
Respectful. That's what I like. And you notice that he has left his mobile phone on a nearby table as he's like pacing between you and Candy.
I see that we got like the new foundation laid.
We did. We got some boys in late, getting ahead of schedule.
So good. You know, nothing better than pouring concrete at night.
It sets in the morning, then you can get your work done. You're so smart, baby.
I learned it from you, Daddy.
Well, one day you will inherit all of this, like in that animal movie you like from the.
Oh, like the Lion King, but I'll be the Lion Queen.
You'll be the Lion Queen, baby.
Yeah. Thanks, Daddy. Okay, it's getting late though, and the sun's gonna come up soon, so I should probably take JR home because it is not polite for a lady to be, out at sunrise with a gentleman.
Absolutely. Well, I trust you. I don't trust him just yet, but maybe you do any good jobs around town? Maybe I could get you some work.
I'm pretty well off, sir. I take care of myself. A storyteller online. I do a podcast.
What's that called?
The Candlelight Cast, sir. I talk about monsters.
I could tell you a thing or two about monsters. Just
yeah, all those monsters. The fake ones, Daddy. Like fairy tale fantasy. They don't really exist.
Don't worry, baby. And he like pats you on the cheek. Monsters aren't real, and anyone that says they are is a moron that doesn't know I can protect you from them.
It's true. Just the worst. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go now, Dad. I'm getting chilly up here at this height. I've got goosebumps.
Well, it has been a wonderful evening, and I will see you back at home, baby.
Good night, Daddy. Make sure to wash your hands and your shoes before you come in the door. We do not need to trace any DNA in. Okay, I love you. Mwah.
And then he paces off with a bunch of his goons.
Okay, well, that went smoother than the last one I brought home.
Okay, all right. You really are holding up the charade. The monsters aren't real.
It's better that way.
Okay. All right. Like I said, lips sealed.
Okay, look, JR. When you're like grooming to take over a business like Daddy's and you show up dead, the will becomes, like null and void. And it goes to the next person in kin, which would be my stepmother, who's an evil fucking bitch. So, I need to make sure that Daddy doesn't find out Candy bit the bullet in a really seedy motel on prom night to some furry guy in a back corner, if you get what I mean.
Some have worse way outs, but I get it. Your secret is safe with me. I'm not going to say anything. And you know, you probably shouldn't say a whole lot more if you want to keep that secret safe.
Are you going to tell somebody?
No, but I can already tell you're a bit of a heartbreaker.
Well, it's not like I was going there to meet some hairy guy in a dark corner. I knew I should never trusted that fuckboy.
Yeah, every one of those fuckboys.
Look, no quality men take you to a Motel 8. You know what I'm saying?
Notes to self, don't take you back to my place.
And with that, I think that's the perfect opportunity to return ourselves to the present day. As these two sitting again silently in a cabin of a pretty roughed up old pickup truck, and as you kind of pan your eyes across the side of this hangar, like weirdly you notice what looks like lines of paintball splatters in like a machine gun pattern, like someone's shot a line of them across the side of this hangar and they've been poorly scrubbed off. And as you follow that line, you reach the corner of the hangar, and round that corner comes a very large Humvee. It's very FBI looking people in it. At the same time as out of the door of the hangar bursts Sava carrying some basic looking dude over his shoulder, like very quickly.
Oh my god, that's gotta be Scott. He's so basic. Do we see Ikemba and Tim?
Tim and Ikemba you do not see. And Sava gets to the pickup as two people get out of this Humvee and they start shooting.
At the truck? We're in?
At the truck.
Looks like the FBI showed up. I told you there would be bullets flying, and I told you I have something planned for this. I am going to use some thin blood alchemy.
Ooh.
For Candy. I don't get to do this ever, really. Okay, so as bullets start flying, Candy goes into this bag of stuff that everybody thinks is like totally useless. Most of it looks to be totally useless. But she pulls out. Hey, I succeeded. Okay, I don't get hungrier. So Candy rouses the blood, and she goes in her bag, and she bites her own thumb and begins to drip it into what is basically an empty compact, like something she could like mix something on. So she drips her blood, and then she dumps in these kind of like flakes, these dried flakes from like an empty lipstick canister or something that she's like repurposed to hide it. And then she looks at JR and she goes, would you like do me a favor and hit your vape and blow it on this, please?
He does.
The vapor smoke like hits it, and Candy re-inhales it and blows it back out, and as she does, she casts haze on the group. This creates a field of mist that follows the user, making them more difficult to target with ranged weapons and concealing their identity. So anyone attempting to identify us or hit with a ranged weapon will suffer a 2 dice penalty to the pool of attempting to attack us. And I'm going to make a second rouse check so I can encompass everybody. I can encompass 4 more people, so everybody in the vehicle as well.
I think probably you can get somebody outside of the vehicle as well.
Was kind of my hope. Okay, great. I succeeded that one too. So Candy does not get more hungry. She concentrates even harder as she kind of blows the rest of these kind of dusty and flakes with her blood on it all over the place, and it casts this mist upon the car, giving us a little bit of help. Yeah.
Okay, I think so. Something you immediately notice as you hotbox everyone, and you immediately the smoke pools out of the windows. You can actually see the bullets themselves glow with like a red heat as they ping off of the metal of as they go through, and it like illuminates the smoke, and they ping off the bonnet and various parts of the car.
What are we gonna do about like Tim and Tim and Ikemba? Are we gonna like go without them? What are we?
They got trapped back there. We're going to have to go. I got the dude for you, but they're fucked.
Candy goes, guess who loves to drive trucks? Candy has a 2-drive and hops in the driver's seat of this big old truck that Tim drives and is going to ram the FBI Humvee with it'll be truck on truck action.
I feel like it came up behind you, so that would.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, you could still ram it.
We can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can slap it in reverse.
I'd like to hop out.
Oh no.
Well, I'm gonna wait for that. If the reverse flips on, I'm gonna get to the front of the vehicle and utilize some of my my disciplines here: rapid reflexes, fleetness, lethal body.
Okay. Dex athletics plus your fleetness to get up to these people because they are laying down quite a lot of fire.
I imagine as he hops out and he begins this process, Candy turns over as the body is like dropped. Scott is dropped in the bag, and Candy goes, "It's really hot when he does this."
I got 3 successes.
3 successes. Yeah, you dodge and you manage to burst out of this cloud, and you're going right up to the Humvee, are you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they are kind of the doors open, like they're hanging out the window, and they're using that to protect themselves. So like you dodge a few like glowing slugs of whatever they're shooting at you, and you manage to get up to them.
Can I just use that momentum to kind of drive me into that door? If they're firing through the window, then I just want to like basically body check the door into one of the shooters.
Yeah, strength brawl.
I got 2 successes.
I'm gonna give it to you, but you're gonna take a hit in return. So like you get clipped by a searing bullet, and that is 1 point of aggravated damage. As you learn firsthand exactly what they're firing at you.
Oh no.
And putting yourself in the firing line, you slam the door on this person, and they like bash their head off of the bonnet. The roof as it closes on them, and they fall unconscious like in the passenger seat.
Okay, and there's still one more shooter. Is there somebody else?
There is one more shooter, but you also hear the sound of sirens in the distance.
I toot the truck. Toot toot. To let everybody know we're getting the hell out of here. Candy, she backed up and hit him. She'll pull forward and try to pick up JR. Like, get us in alignment to get the hell out of here and try to swing a door open. Or maybe I, slap Sava. And I'm like, open the door for him.
Ugh. He puts down Scott in the back and then opens the door.
Hops in, gripping onto his shoulder at this point. You can see, there's a wound that's almost hissing with this abrasive fire. I don't know what the fuck that was, but that hurts.
Okay, well, let's get out of here. Bye.
Let's not get shot by it. Okay.
I wave as we pass by the Humvee.
There's someone with slightly less good aim. You watch them fire off a few shots that plink off of your car as you drive by, and yeah.
What are we gonna do? Should I feel like Tim's gonna get really upset if I break his truck or whatever. But I don't think we should leave them behind.
I hear sirens. They're fucked in there. I don't want to die. Let's go.
But it's just an aluminum door, right? Aluminum sliding door for this hangar.
Yeah.
Okay. Tim's got a large truck.
It's a tow truck, he said.
It's a tow, so just push it through the door.
I mean, okay. I'll ram the front door of this place. This could end poorly.
Of course it could, but we gotta move. We gotta make this happen now.
Okay. Hold tight. Buckle up, everybody. I mom arm Sava.
Dexterity drive? Oh!
Had a critical
That's
success
gross.
at a 7. Candy's she's never had more fun in her life than she has driving this tow truck. I imagine her heels barely touch the gas. She's pulling on the horn toot toot. She's having a blast driving this truck.
Okay. You send sheets of aluminium, like they're bent inwards, like they fly into this empty hangar, and there's an almighty sound as you burst through these doors. You hear the whole room vibrate with this crash, and then behind you, police cars, FBI Humvees surround you from behind, and you can see inside the office Ikemba and Tim looking pissed as fuck, trying to get out of a jail cell. And that's where we're going to end for today.
Sava locked me in. What an asshole. Okay, well.
Oh boy, Sava.
Sava.
You troublemaker, you.
I have a construction site at my disposal. Better be careful, Sava.
He's foundational.
No. Oh man, that was good. That was fun.
That was a good one. I very much enjoyed the awkward flirting.
Candy's cluelessness, you mean?
Well, yeah.
I can't imagine that it was never not awkward, right?
Yeah, not even villain friends. Well, I guess we'll learn a little bit more about it in the after show.
Absolutely, yeah.
Which we're going to go record now.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this surprise recording on Twitch. This obviously will get edited up, and it will appear on your feed, fully scrubbed and beautiful sounding on Friday. And then, hopefully, the Friday after, we will have the others back, and we will be able to finish off this little story of ours before we hop into Cracked Crown.
Is returning. We should tell. It is returning. Cracked Crown is the new Stitch of Fate. Season 4, I guess you could say, or season 1 of Cracked Crown. When we are returning November, I want to make sure I give people a date. November, Friday the 11th.
Yes.
We return officially. We'll have a Tuesday live recording before, but the crew is back. The whole crew returns to find out what happens to the Drac Pack.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Thank you guys for everything. Appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you later.